What is social media? Why is it so important in our lives right now? And how can you make money from social media? My name is Michelle Downey. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about affiliate marketing and other ways you can make money online. What is social media? Let's get started. Social media refers to any website or application that allows people to create content, share content, and participate in networking. Social media dates back to MySpace. Do we still remember MySpace? I barely do, to be honest with you. They reached 1 million subscribers for a month back in 2004. This was shortly followed by the creation of Facebook. So that's where most people agree social media began. So it is a very new type of technology and type of marketing that we're all still getting used to. Social media platforms are plentiful these days. Some of them you've heard about, and some of them you may not have heard about yet. There are more being created every day in different parts of the world. The most used social media sites in the United States and what I consider Western Europe are under the Meta umbrella. So that includes Facebook and Instagram. Next, you have Google, who owns YouTube. YouTube has become very interesting in the social media space because YouTube is now becoming also a search engine, which is why it's a great partnership with Google. How to, what is? These are questions we would have traditionally put into Google, but now we're putting into YouTube, mainly to see live demonstrations. You also have other short form video content like TikTok. Then you also have smaller players in this space like Clapper and Lemon8. There are other social media platforms that aren't part of the United States, but are part of the rest of the world, and these are gaining in popularity every day. Each social media platform has its own demographic. They have loads of information about each of us. Although the most important thing we want to know right now, at least, is how many people are using these social media sites. So here's a quick chart which shows you the number of users on these different media platforms. As you can see from this chart, Facebook is definitely leading the charge as far as users go. Between 2004 to 2018, having over 2 billion users. However, YouTube is definitely catching up at the 1.5 billion mark. YouTube is followed by WhatsApp, although I think a lot of us don't necessarily consider WhatsApp a social media platform. At least for me, we use it more for private groups and communicating each other. But because it is social networking, that is why it is considered a social media platform. Under WhatsApp, as far as users go, we have Instagram. Instagram has short form content such as Instagram Reels and also photos. Traditionally, Instagram is used by more influencers, celebrities. You also have Instagram being used for beauty products and also for food kind of blogs or food recipes. In the 500 million user category is where we see a lot of competition. This is where you have Pinterest, you've got TikTok, and you also have Snapchat. All of the users for these different platforms are very different, and that's something we're going to talk about next. The next chart shows us the demographic, and this is really important for you as a content creator or as an affiliate marketer. You really want to identify your target audience in order to have the most sales, in order to get the best eyes on your content. You want to be showing it to the right people. One of the ways to target your audience is going to be based on age. Different age groups tend to use different social media platforms. For example, I have 2 teenagers in my house when I'm filming this video, and they use Snapchat. Do they use other social media platforms? They do, but Snapchat and TikTok would definitely be their top 2. They don't really use Facebook. It's more to communicate with me than with anything else. And that shows you the different demographic. I definitely fall into the demographic of Facebook users. And we use Facebook both personally. We have a family group because our family is so spread out around the world. And then we also use Facebook for our business. And then you also have Facebook Reels. One thing that's interesting about YouTube is that you can see that for YouTube, the age groups are spread out, but not as much as on other social media platforms. It's still leading the way with 18 to 24-year-olds. However, you are seeing people in older demographics that are also using YouTube. I can tell you that I personally use YouTube quite a bit. I don't know about you, but I have trouble sometimes putting together the IKEA furniture, and so I go onto YouTube to find someone else who's done it for me, or if I need some quick tips about something. And then of course I use YouTube like this as a creator, where I know I can reach a large audience. Instagram has its largest number of users between the 18 to 40 mark, and for older people, they are less likely to use Instagram. So depending on what the product is that you're representing or what kind of business you have, if you have an older demographic as your target audience, Instagram is not where you should be posting content. Currently, we do have information about Twitter, which has turned into X, but we don't know what Elon Musk is up to, so X might evolve into something else. So it'll be a really interesting space to watch to see what happens. This data was last compiled in 2018, so then we didn't have a Threads, which is Meta's entrance into the Twitter-like platform where you're seeing mostly text content. It will also be interesting to see how Threads disrupts things in this space and how it impacts on the Twitter/X demographic. And then we also have Snapchat, which I mentioned earlier is mostly used among younger people, definitely in their teens up to about 25. So if you have something that's targeting younger audiences, well, what I call younger audiences, then you definitely want to also be on Snapchat as well as Instagram. You may not have recognized some of the social media platforms that were in the previous charts, and that's why I wanted to show you this one. You'll notice that most social media platforms are between the United States and China. The ones that are in China are specific to China. There are very strict rules about posting on these platforms and also what you can do as far as ads on these platforms. So if you're not familiar with them and if your target audience is not in China, I would suggest that you stay away from these very specific platforms. Now that we know what the social media platforms are and some information about them, including the age demographic, why is this important information? This is important as a content creator, as an affiliate marketer, as someone involved in e-commerce marketing in some way, because you want to make sure that you're reaching your target audience as much as possible. And if you know who your target audience is, which you should by now, then you should know which social media platform to go on to. It's also important to know about the different social media platforms if you want to get involved in what's called ghost commerce. I've got a full video on ghost commerce that I hope you'll also refer to. Ghost commerce is using social media platforms to earn money. Each social media platform has a way for you to directly earn money from that platform. They all have different rules. They all have different ways that you can earn money, but that's something else you need to learn. I don't recommend that you only use ghost commerce as your source of income, but that is use ghost commerce as a side hustle. Another way to have passive income. If you plan on being financially free, which also leads to time freedom, you will need to generate passive income. The best way to generate passive income right now is by using e-commerce and by taking advantage of these social media platforms. I don't think you should post on all social media platforms. That takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. I think you should target 2 to 3 social media platforms, depending on whether or not you're an affiliate marketer, what type of product you're trying to sell, and what kind of marketing you're trying to do. If you're also trying to earn extra income through ghost commerce, you should also really think about which social media platform fits best with the type of content you want to create or the type of content you're best at creating. Remember, for all of these platforms, there are different rules, but the rule of thumb really is that you'll need to get eyes on your content. And depending on what type of content you're creating, that will determine how many eyes are possibly going to see it, and how the algorithm is going to react to that type of content. That's something we're talking about in the next video. I'm specifically going to look at YouTube and how you can make money on YouTube and what type of content works best on YouTube. No matter which social media platform you choose, it's important that you choose quickly. You want to get involved as quickly as possible so you can build your audience and start earning money. I hope you found this introduction interesting and will help you to make a decision about what social media platform you're going to start using. I don't propose that you use social media as your only way to earn money. However, it's one of the tools you can use, especially as an affiliate marketer. If you'd like to learn more about affiliate marketing, then please watch more of my videos on my YouTube channel and go to my website where you can claim your free gift. 3 steps to quit your 9-to-5 job with high-ticket affiliate marketing. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video.